This is the point when the fight is supposed to be stopped, from my understanding.
Inside that you can't see, but they're really being physical in there. So the ref has rolled off this fight.
I'm going to show you his eye. We're going to talk about it.
And you see the Sauerland brothers in there very upset about the referee not calling on the left hand, not pushing his head down and not calling it.
So now they know that Ivan Baranchyk has gotten the victory over Anthony Yigit. And Anthony Yigit's pleading with the referee, Phil Edwards.
Look at the referee face.
Both guys very upset. As far as the Sauerland brothers, they're both upset that the fight got stopped on what they believe looked like it was a foul, and he kept getting hit when he was holding his head down. I understand that. You got to still give credit to Baranchyk for an excellent job and a great victory over a very tough Anthony Yigit.
So Ivan...
That eye, though, it's 1:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually about 48 hours, about 49 hours, 50 hours after this fight has ended. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Got one more to do before we can move on. As Regis Prograis versus Terry Flanagan. So this is the first round of the World Boxing Super Series 140-pound tournament that is going to be wrapping up next week with this week with Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin. It's going to take on Ivan Baranchyk, who has won this fight. He won every round. This is the doctor that stopped the fight, by the way. In round 6, the doctor basically told the corner, yeah, we're going to give him one more round. The eye's fucked up. It's a shame that this fight is getting, majority of the coverage is getting post-fight because of Anthony Yigit's eye, not the fact that this is a world-class tournament where the winner is going to come out with 3 titles and the Ring Magazine title, likely. Nonetheless, some TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live and the World Boxing Super Series. So let's muscle through this video before I take my ass to bed. I'm actually going to go to... It's 1:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, October the 30th, 2018. So I'm going to cover the Regis Prograis fight in about another 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. We're going to go take a nap and then come back and then get that video out. And then some more stuff from Jacobs versus Derevianchenko. I was at that fight, which is the reason why I couldn't cover these fights live. Listen to Ray Flores.
Has deemed Anthony Yigit unable to continue. Therefore, your winner by technical knockout, and now the IBF Super Lightweight Champion of the World, and moving on to the semifinals of the World Boxing Super Series Super Lightweight Tournament, he remains undefeated, Ivan the Beast Baranchyk.
Why they booing my man? Is this it? No, is this it? Hold on.
Let's have a word with Ivan Baranchyk. Ivan, if you can come over here. Congratulations on the victory.
There we go.
What are your thoughts on the W? I know
you're very
animated,
to shut up?
But how satisfying is this to finally have that world title around your waist?
This is a tough fight. I know. I feel good, but I know good technical, but I win this fight. I win.
Yeah, he did. He did win.
Were you surprised that he was able to withstand some of your big shots, especially in the early going? It surprised us that he wanted to stand and trade with you. Did you feel that he was going to box more instead of staying in the pocket?
Yeah, he's a tough guy, and I love this. I love. Ну, бойню такую. Мне это
He
нравится.
loves to fight. He loves to fight Mexican style. He loves the standoff.
What?
He loves to fight. That's what he does.
He's good guy. Anthony Yigit,
Mexican
good guy.
style.
Thank you for him.
How much have you grown under that man to your right, Pedro Diaz? Because we have seen a refined Ivan Baranchyk.
Jesus Christ.
Pedro Diaz is good coach. I love him, and with him, I will win this elite trophy. Yeah, he's good coach. I love him.
Congratulations, Ivan Baranchyk.
Love you too, man.
Congratulations, and now let's have a word with Anthony Yigit.
I like Anthony Yigit, though. It's just that he didn't have the power to keep Baranchyk off of him.
Tell us about what went through your mind when the referee, on advice of the ringside physician, ruled off the fight.
Well, first of all, I love New Orleans, people! Woo!
Here, let me go.
And
how bad is your eye? I mean, as I'm looking at it now, can you even see? I mean, do you agree with the decision? You were pleading. What were you pleading with following the decision?
well, obviously, you know, I am a fighter, and you never want a fight to be stopped, you know. But I feel like, you know, maybe it was the right decision. I don't know. People telling me that it looks pretty bad. So, you know, I'm not the one to make those calls. That's why we have those guys. So we gotta trust them. With that being said, I feel like my eyes being shut for like the most part of the fight, so they should have at least then stop it earlier or just let it continue. I don't know. I need to look and see in the mirror. With that being said, our game plan was to take him later on because we felt like he was gassing out. I actually hit him to the body once or twice where I felt like, you know, I actually hurt him, and that's what we were going to continue to doing. But, you know, because they stopped the fight, I couldn't fulfill the game plan. But, you know, that's how it is. He's a hard hitter. He deserves this win. All the best to him.
Anthony, what a heck of an effort. We look forward to seeing you in the very near future. Give it up for Anthony Yigit, ladies and gentlemen, who is gracious in defeat. Back to BJ.
Yeah, good for him. Nothing's broken. Okay, let me lighten up. I'm tired of shit. Let me lighten up and let's talk about let me get lively, more lively, not lighten up. Let me get more lively and let's talk about the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Look at his fucking eyes. It's crazy. But the good thing is, to him, that was just flu and badly swollen. It wasn't like a broken orbital or nothing like that. Still ugly as fuck. And the stoppage was just. So this week, I'm highly looking forward to Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin has the same mystique that Ivan Baranchyk has, where we don't really know who he is. However, the finals is set up to see Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor in the finals. Regis Prograis defeated Terry Flanagan. I'm going to do that video in about another 6-7 hours or so. I got to go to bed after this. And he's going to be facing Crew Overlock. Here, in fact, let's go look at the bracket. That'll be a better way to do it. So let's look at the bracket and the rankings. Over here, put this up here. I got to get another for that. All right, let's go take a look. So this year, to run through it real quick, this year, the World Boxing Super Series is having 3 divisions. The tournament spreads throughout a year, even though they would like to have it within 9 months. For example, when you had Usyk and Callum Smith both win this past September, right? It was like August. I forgot the dates. But Usyk won the cruiserweight for the first year, and Smith won the 168-pound tournament. It took a year for the tournament to complete because both of those fighters were injured, or George Groves was injured, or whatever was injured. So in this case, this tournament should be over no later than, it started in October of this year, no later than October of next year. They really would like to have the final sometime in the summer. So, for example, Regis Prograis versus Crew Overlock will likely take place in January or February. The winner of Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin will take on Ivan Baranchyk around that same time as well. No later than March. And then they would have the finals probably like, hopefully September, August, September, October of next year. But they would like to have it sooner than October of next year, though. So, Ivan Baranchyk, in my opinion, You can kind of compare him to Sergey Derevianchenko, and both of them were promoted by Lou DiBella with the fight that they fought. You know, they're supposed to be looked at as being like technical fighters, but they're more like pressure fighter, power puncher, brawlers, if that makes sense. Maybe the big stage is doing that to them. Also, the World Boxing Super Series has got to do a better job promoting these fights here in the States. Got to do a better job. The next card they're having here in the States is the Cruiserweight card. Oh, clicking on the wrong screen. Next week in Chicago. That should do well because you got Glowacki. It's an international card. I'm going to be covering that. Let's see what else is left for the bantamweights. We're also getting this weekend Donaire versus Burnett. Inoue taking on Manuel Rodriguez in the next round. In the cruiserweights, let's see. Yeah, we got this is next week. That's a double card. You got Junior Del Ticos versus Andrew Tabiti. Highly looking forward to that fight. Tabiti's not getting enough love. You know what I don't like that they do? That they geo-block these videos. Come on. They need to sell tickets over here. And get like subscribers on the zone. For example, look, voila. Now, don't get me wrong. I can watch this. I know how to watch it. I have a VPN, but what happened is if I was to try to do it on here, it's going to convert the video I'm doing and make everything all weird to upload. It's hard to explain. But my video is going to take like an hour or some shit to upload. But the World Boxing Super Series needs more coverage. I'm going to bed. I'll be back. My next video is going to be Pro Gray versus Flanagan. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.